Hello, amazing AIS educators. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. We know that the Ministry of Education recently published out their guidance in regards to international schools to resume teaching students in person on campus. And the ministry has said that it is up to the international schools in order to decide how they are going to open up. And additionally, the timeline or the date that we are allowed to begin that is the 21st of February, so next Sunday. Now, within those guidelines, we know that the 21st is this magical date that sometimes can rent space in people's heads because it's natural for us to think, oh my gosh, we have to get ready. The 21st is the very first day. We need to make the 21st the very first day. And certainly I think we're going to hear that from parents, and we might just naturally assume that because it's the date that's been provided. However, your leadership team and I and Dr. Capono have said to the board, we'd really like to be online for another week. And that week would give us the resource of time in order to prepare for the return of students to really have a robust educational experience upon resumption. It would also help our facilities and maintenance staff and, generally speaking, remind us as educators and logisticians of education how we want things to work when students do come back. So it's a very long and fancy way of saying we've requested that we not resume in person on campus education until the 28th of February. And while I don't have a specific answer yet because this news is so new and people are still reacting and thinking and responding to it, I have been told that within the context of today, tomorrow, possibly Wednesday at the very latest, that we would have an answer in regards to that. And history tells me that the board is very, very supportive and sympathetic to giving us the resource of time, and that they would even communicate out on our behalf to the community, to the parents, saying, you know what, we're going to make a great plan for you, but we need to give the teachers the resource time to do that. So I think that we can rest assured that the board will support us in this. Please just know that it has been requested and we don't have an answer. I know that some of you are really wanting to know because you want to take the next steps and plan. Again, as soon as we hear that, we will let you know. Additionally, tomorrow, your team leaders and the curriculum leaders of the school are going to have a meeting in which we kind of explore the resources at our disposal and see maybe if we can make hybrid 2.0, that's what I'm calling perhaps what we could return students to campus on, maybe hybrid 2.0. What that would look like, can we change things? If we do change things, what are the ramifications? And would those be changes that would add benefit? What would keep us safe? What would keep students safe? What about the continuity of education? These are large questions and ideas that we're coming up with, and I'd like you to go ahead and feel free to ask yourselves and your colleagues those questions too. The one ask that I do have is that we remain positive and solutions-oriented within those wonderings. Something like, do we socially distance? Were we socially distancing? Do we need to rethink about wearing masks and whether that's something we do at recess? A lot of these questions, should parents be on campus? Should they not be on campus? What about how we do arrival and dismissal? A lot of these things we can still talk about, think about, make changes to in regards to bringing students back on campus. So again, tomorrow we have that meeting with your team leaders and your curriculum leaders to kind of prime them with the resources that we have, and that they would then go to you at a later date other than tomorrow and say, okay, this is what we're working with. These are the resources at hand. So again, this video is not meant to give you immediate solutions. We've only been working on this less than 24 hours, so we would also ask you for the resource of time, but did want to express to the broader community, to the teachers at AIS, to all of us, that we are really pushing hard for an additional week. And once we have that answer in regards to an additional week of online learning, we will certainly give you that information. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow.